Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you. Just a few words. I'm Frédéric and not Patrick, but anyway, that's
I'm sorry.
no problem about it. Good afternoon to everyone, and really thank you for giving the opportunity and inviting ING to discuss about the hybrid mode, which is the discussion of my 10-minute speech. I don't know if you see the slides or if someone see them, because I don't see them in the presentation at the moment. But anyway, let's go on. So hybrid mode, I don't know if everyone, yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot. I don't know if everyone is aware of what it is. It's only working from home and working from the office. And let's go directly to the second slide. And actually, well, what COVID-19, what was it? What do we learn about it? And what do we learn about our organization, which is really important? But actually, COVID-19 shows us that we as organization, we have the potential to adapt, and as human being as well. And so that's really really important for all of us, and to adapt to all unknown situation. And really, it was an unknown situation. And well, it shows also for Luxembourg, which is a bit behind regarding teleworking, that telework works actually really, and Luxembourg is still doing well as a financial place. So it's always good to know. But well, what are actually the impacts for the employers? But we have now to pay attention and to give the opportunity to all our employees or give the opportunities to them to telework actually. And I don't imagine a world after the COVID-19, even in Luxembourg, that will not integrate the teleworking. But let's see if it's used for all situations, the teleworking, and it's the next slide. And well, we have to take care about lots of situations that the teleworking, of course, works, but would be better if we work from the office. And let's be honest, a few seconds, but it's much more difficult to collaborate. It's much more difficult to get idea generation. It's much more difficult to include all the employees within all the meetings and so on. And we really have to pay attention to that, to the level of information everyone in the organization, everyone in the team has. And we must really care and take the opportunity for all the employees to speak up in every meeting. Of course, there are some other problems as well, and first one is also that there are less social controls, of course, and so the risk of fraud is could be much higher, and the risk. And but let's also discuss a little bit about the mental health of all of us. Actually, teleworking, if we work alone, is also not really good to our mental health. To be honest, we are human beings, and human beings are social animals, and we really have to care about it when we are employers. And so, as employers, we will adapt to the situation. Let's go for the next slide and see. But actually, telework works, but there are some points of attention. And so, well, let's take the best of both worlds. Let's take the best of working from home and working from the office. Working from home for all focus activities, for example, coding for dev engineers, IT guys, writing reports, preparing presentations, strategic thinking alone after brainstorming, but brainstorming, collaboration, ideation, all these things would be better done in the premises of the organization. Feedbacks also, one-to-one, all these kinds of things that where social lunches, where social interaction is so much important. So we see that we have to work from home and from the office, that's to say hybrid, but how do we get there? And it's the next slide that I just want to discuss a little bit about it, about how to get there. Well, actually, it's just a change. We did a change 18 months ago when we go full teleworking. It was a really change, but we had to. Now we will, and perhaps after the winter, we see that the figures are not that good, and so we will have to adapt once again. But it's a real change for all the employees. So how to get to the hybrid mode? So at first we have to decide it at the top level, just as for all the changes, and then communicate to all the employees that it's the new way of working. The way of working will be hybrid, and it will be so, and give directly to all the employees the global framework and the principles within which we will work hybrid. Of course, integrating all the local rules, of course. Then afterwards, we have to convince all the senior leaders and the line managers. It's really important because all of us, we work for our manager, for the people who give us work, tell us what to do, and support us. So it's really important that we will integrate directly the line manager within the change progress, and then decide all together as a team. The manager will decide with his team or with her team. He will not decide alone. It's really important to integrate all the constraints, all the social needs of everyone in the team, and discuss this all together. And I would say write down a charter, write down an agreement all together, team by team, or a team around 10 people or whatever the team, the number of employees within a team in your organization. But it's really important that we'll have a clear discussion about how we will work all together as a team. Well, actually, just as for all the agile way of working, as we use as well, is that after 2 or 3 months, we will do what we call retrospective, and to see if it works or not, and adapt. We don't have it's not a science. We don't exactly know if it will work or not. So let's try it and adapt it. And if we go full teleworking once again, then we will adapt once again. I just show you the picture about learning to shave. Well, actually, it's the leader, and the leader as a role model, which is really important, and that's why I took that picture. So a few words as a conclusion in the next slide. And of course, it's for the hybrid mode, but it's for all working all together as a team. The first thing I want to stress is that it's really important to have a climate of trust within all team. Climate of trust, that's to say what we call in the literature psychological safety, is the fact that everyone can speak up. There is no wrong or right answers. Everyone has the right to say which is okay for him or her and which is not. And which from his point of view or our point of view is really important or doesn't work in the organization. It's so important to be able to listen to that without any judgments. And the other thing, and it's really important in the hybrid mode, but in the life of every organization as well, reject all exclusion. Or in other words, pay attention to include all the employees in the hybrid mode, and that no one will be left behind. That's it. I really thank you for listening to me. And of course, if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer to that in the panel.